Okay, so welcome back to another for exercise series. At the end of this video, you should know how to reproduce this roller. All right. So the first step to do this is to engage my center line. So here we have one center, two center, and our third center line. So for that, currently I'm in the dimension layer. I'm going to change from dimension layer to click this, change from dimension to center. So I click here for my center and I then engage line. So for line, the first thing to engage is line L, then enter. The command bar will ask me to specify the first point. To specify the first point, I must left click where I want that line to form. So I left click here, then move in this direction. I want this line to be perfectly horizontal, so I must engage my orthogonal mode. This allows lines to be drawn vertically and horizontally only. Next, I click like here, enter, end that command. My next step is to draw a vertical line as we have 1, 2 centers. So for that, I'm gonna reactivate line by clicking the space bar or the enter key. And then I'm gonna delay right here, then move up, left click, then go down, click, enter. Now I want to move, well, I could let this stay there. I could let that stay there. All right, now I want a second vertical line here at a distance of 200 millimeters. So for that, I'm going to offset this first line. To do that, I type O for offset, enter. So what offset does, offset allows us to draw a line at a specific distance apart from a given line, right? So if you look down here, the command bar will ask me to specify the offset distance. In this case, I want it to be 200. So I'm going to type 200, enter. The command bar now asks me to select object I want to offset. So I left click this, then I move to the side I want this to be offsetted on. I could also choose here, there. I want it to be to the right, so I left click there. All right. Now I need to come out of that command by typing either enter or escape. Now I have one center here, next center here. My next step is to draw my first circle, which has a radius of 31 millimeters. First, I must change to my construction line layer. Yeah, as we normally draw in our construction line, then we change. So construction line is engaged. I must type C for circle.
Afternoon.
Enter. Good afternoon, son. It will ask me to specify the center of my circle. For that, I'm gonna left click right here. So it's important for us to read the command bar every step of the way. And this radius is 31. So I'm gonna type 3, 1, then enter. Send that value into the computer. So that is done. We have two of these circles, one here and another one here. So my next step is to reactivate the command. To reactivate the command, that can be done one of three ways, either by clicking the enter key or the space bar or click the circle icon somewhere up here, right? Again, I left click to my center, I move out, then type 3, 1, enter key. Good. So now I have my two circles. I now need one more circle here, which has a radius of 42. So for that, I reactivate my command by clicking one of the three methods. Then I click here and I go out, type 4, 2, enter. Have that. Great. Spacebar to reactivate. Left click for my next center. Out, type 4, 2, enter. Now we have that. Once we have done that, our next step is to draw this line here and line there. So for that, we engage line by typing L, enter. It will then ask us to specify the first point. First point is here. Then my second point is at this point. Then I must click enter. See, if I don't click enter, the command will not end. So I click enter to end that command. And I'm going to press enter one more time to reactivate the command to draw the lower level. I then left click here, then move across, left click on this side, enter to end that command. Good. Now we have both circles there. Yeah. But this is the offset, the line here, which is parallel to this line. Yeah. And once lines are parallel, we must offset, right? So I'm gonna offset this line down at a distance of 10 millimeters. So for that, I type O, enter O for offset. For offset distance, I'm gonna type 1, 0, then enter 10. Now, it will ask me to select object to be offsetted. I click here, then I move down. I then click the lower one and move up. Then escape. So now I have that, all right? Now, here we have four arcs. So to get this arc, we're gonna use a special command called fillet. So we type F for fillet, enter. Next, once we type F for fillet, we're gonna select radius. So we can either type R or we can click on the radius. It will then ask us to select a fillet radius. That is the radius that we want this arc to be. By default, AutoCAD has a radius of 3 millimeters, but I don't need that radius. I want a radius of 4 millimeters, so I type 4, enter. I then touch this side and touch that side and see fillet is formed. I hit the space bar, touch here, touch this. So we will hit space bar to reactivate, then we'll click here and here to form that fillet. Space bar again or enter key, we touch here and we touch there and the fillet is now formed. Yeah, once you have done that, you would realize that this section here should not be there. So we're gonna trim out right here, all right? So for that, we're gonna type TR for trim, enter, enter, enter 2 times. Then I'm gonna go here, zoom out, click, and we use the middle mouse button to zoom and pan, all right? Click here, click there, and click there. And there we have it, our nice little figure looking just like that. Now, the center line needs to extend out some more. So I'm gonna left click here, drag and here for that, then escape. And that is basically it. Yeah.